But let's now talk about all of the domestic cues that you should track as we get into this trading session. We have Ekta, Mangalam and Surbhi here with the trade setup this morning. Guys, a very good morning to all of you. Ekta, let me come to you first. I know that the global handover doesn't look very positive, especially with yields and crude prices surging. But for our own markets, we saw quite a good close yesterday.
Hi Pavitra, morning. Well, yes, we have been, and this is despite FII net selling in the equity market as well. So yesterday, the markets did close positive for the third consecutive session. We had the mid-caps, which hit a record high. The market seemed to be buoyed by sentiment around India hosting the G20, the services PMI data, which came in at 60.1. It was lower on a month-on-month basis, but nonetheless still strong. In fact, the services PMI has been above 50 for the 25th straight month. What is worrisome is Brent crude prices, which have now hit $90 per barrel, so it's a 10-month high. Saudi Arabia and Russia have extended their voluntary supply cuts. We have treasury yields, which weighed on the global markets as well. So the US markets closed lower overnight. We have Asia, which is mixed, and the gift Nifty, which is indicating a bit of a flat start. Like I mentioned, FIIs net sold, so they net sold around 1,725 crores overnight, and DIIs that net bought around 1,077 crores in our market. Just watch out for what's taking place in the entire commodity space in general, because now that we have Brent crude at 10-month highs, we also have sugar prices, which are the highest that we've seen in 6 years. So that is something that the street will probably monitor, and in terms of any kind of ripple effect in terms of what we could see on inflation figures.
All right, Ekta, thanks a lot for taking us through all of those cues. So, of course, stocks will be important on the back of this as well, on the back of Brent rising above $90 a barrel, sugar also moving. So, Surbhi is here with the entire list of stocks. Surbhi, take us through everything that you're tracking.
Hi, morning. So, first one on my list is Vedanta. The Zambian government has agreed to return ownership of the Konkola copper mines to Vedanta Resources, so that will be on our radar. NBCC, the company gets project worth 2,000 crores from the Kerala State Housing Board. Power Grid, the company wins the transmission system project in Rajasthan. Tata Power, Tata Motors Limited partners with Tata Power Renewable Energy to develop a solar power project in the Pune manufacturing facility. ONGC and Oil India will be in focus. As you all have been saying, the Brent oil has rallied to $90 a barrel. So that will be also on our radar. And lastly, Geo Financial Services, as the company is going to be excluded from the NSE indices effective September 7th. So we'll keep an eye out on that as well.
All right, Surbhi, thanks a lot for that entire list of stocks. Let's talk about the future side of things as well. Mangalam is here to take us through all of the cues. Mangalam, we closed pretty much, near the day's high. So take us through everything we should watch today.
Yes, we did. And the interesting thing, however, is that the range itself was so small yesterday. If you just take a look at the Nifty, yes, we did manage to close higher, but the low was 19,525, the high was 19,587, telling you all of the Nifty's move yesterday were confined within that 60-point band itself. What's putting a lid on the way the markets are moving right now, at least the frontline indices, is one that the FIs are selling. They sold for the second straight session, 1,700 crore worth sale. This compares with the DII buying about 1,000 odd crores. And, the weakness that we're seeing on both the Nifty Bank as well as the Nifty Financial Services. Yesterday, the FIs did buy about 269 crores in index futures. They're covering some of their short positions, and the net long stay at around 52% itself. In index options, any sort of upside in the market, they're looking to buy through calls, and that's why they bought around 2.6 lakh calls. However, they're also protecting themselves on the downside by buying about 2 lakh puts. On the way down, yesterday, the Nifty Financial Services saw some unwinding of short puts. On the way up, we did see some writing in calls as well. What were those active calls? 19,600 calls. Because the Nifty Bank is underperforming, the Nifty is unable to cross past this congestion zone to 19,600 call for a premium of 40 rupees, telling you that 19,600 to 650 could face some resistance. The good part, however, is that the support has moved higher, closer to 19,450, where the 20 and the 50-day moving average on the Nifty are as well. So 19,500 put writers extremely active. What do we have to watch out for? The Nifty Bank going ahead and crossing that 50-day moving average. It's proving to be a bit of a serious congestion. So once we do cross past that, only then can we say that the Nifty is about to break out. But it's all about individual stocks. The mid-cap index yesterday crossed that 40,000 mark. A lot of stocks entering, exiting F&O bands. So day 4 of the series, Delta Corp has now entered the F&O band. A lot of short covering is what we saw on Jubilant Foodworks. The stock ended 6% higher. And some long positions added on ABFRL as well, Aditya Birla Fashion, that is. This is the right stock. But the Aditya Birla Fashion stock saw a lot of long positions being added.
All right, Mangalam, thanks a lot for taking us through all of those cues from the future space as well. With that, it is time for a short break. But when we return, we are going to get you the highlights from moneycontrol.com's exclusive conversation with Prime Minister Narendra Modi ahead of the G20 summit. Stay tuned for that.